Atlanta police are blaming a local rapper's music video for the deaths of two teens.
Cowardly acts of an Atlanta-based rapper that decided to go over into a rival stronghold and a music video.
I don't know what celebrity you are. I'm not taking my ticket. Let me ride. I can't have nobody seeing me right.
Atlanta police are blaming a local rapper's music video for the deaths of 2-year-olds and cowardly acts of an Atlanta-based rapper that decided to go over into a rival stronghold in a music video. I don't know what celebrity you are. I'm not taking my right. I can't have nobody save me right here. Today, it was announced the reason for Baby stepping away from music is because of his looming RICO case from the Atlanta. That his best friend's young thug and Gunna already went through it. Now it's his turn. I can explain the feds are pursuing up and Lil Baby on RICO charges. So there's this journalist. He's out of Atlanta, a well-reputed journalist. His name is George Sheedy. He was the person who was very accurate on predicting that Esau was going to get indicted in a RICO. He's an Atlanta journalist, certified. He's really good. He's came out and he said that the Atlanta Public Defenders Council like the office. They're basically their specialized unit for forum. Georgia's Public Defenders Office, the unit that specializes on gang cases, says the office is actively preparing for a racketeering end. It went on the Verp and Umph case. Now, I don't know what Umph is, and that he expects Little Baby to be indicted. Rapper Young Thug would then retweeting biggest liar in the office as he exposed Marissa and what she looks like as the academics explained Marissa's involvement on trying to lock up Baby what Young Thug did to Heavy, and this is how. You know this is real Young that busted the woman.
This is Marissa Viviero. He said biggest liar in the deaf office. He posted her okay, and then he also reposted, all my homies hate Viviu. Now, this is someone who is an officer of the law. This is someone who is a government official.
When you do that and you're under probation, the government is going to be like, oh, are you sending a smoke signal that people should hurt this woman? That's why they are doing a motion to revoke his. Why did he do this?
Because she's testifying in the Umph case, and she's basically saying, you Umph and what Little Baby, and them they're beefing, and is dying, and indictments going to come down. Marissa, the undercover cop, was able to obtain serious evidence against Baby at Red's investigators on a stand.
We are listening to wiretapped calls. Someone mentioned that Baby had tickets on some people's heads. Come on, bro. You know what to go on like. How the hell can't you feel? Well, I'm saying, they ain't even that man got tickets on a lot of these folks. Let me tell you, we just heard somebody say these folks got tickets on these people. We know what's going on. First of all, who was that said that about the tickets? Aren't the unidentified male that was being referred to as on, and you're speaking with Sanders, correct? And what in your experience? Do you know what tickets are a price on somebody's head? What do you mean by what do you mean on somebody's head? What is that, like a bounty? Okay to have them arrested for, and who were they referring to in that portion of the call? They were saying that they believe had heard that Dominic Jones had tickets on a lot of people's heads. Dominic Jones wanted to have people harmed, correct, all right, molding on meaning Baby placed money to have people dealt with similar to Dirksen for hire.
This resulted in the news of Wolfpack Global Music, a label connected to Baby claims. He's retiring from music alongside the post confirming it, but this is where Baby outsmarted the industry, which looks like he's retiring because of Young Thug snitching.
At this time, Young Thug snitching in the interrogation room would go viral, and listen. Yes, sir, promises. I make promises. Just keep promises. Whatever you anytime you ever know anything, tell me. Tell the world, what's your number? Yes, you can. Hey, I don't have your number. Well, give it to me. The Young Thug's leaked jail calls. He calls out Lil Baby for working with a rat as he tried painting Lil Baby in a bad light, and the news wrote a leaked jail call from Young Thug has surfaced, where he's calling for rat and speaks on Baby working with him. He did the same thing, stood up in court, man, that one get too rocking with rat, and you be preaching about that too, man. You can't do that, man. That's a fact, bro. A rat, bro. I understand all that help. Put you on listen, man. A rat, I don't give what happened. That gave me $1 million, man. You a rat, whatever you talking about. Imagine telling them still beat the co. Shortly after this leaked online, a very awkward encounter between Baby and that happened at a music event. Young Thug is so worried. He's the reason Baby is retiring. He wrote on Instagram today, when pick up the phone, talk to me. I taught you everything you know about this. We're for lifers. Rats already winning. Don't let this divide us. You're a real guy, but you do real and hide it. You gave a couple guys on this case now helping with their lawyers, and never spoke about it. I wish the world knew everything when you don't speak up for yourself and show them that you're real. I tried my best to do that. We're real guys. We're solid. We don't speak on that stuff. We're the foundation of men. We learned that from Pluto. Our Augs inspired us to do this music. Stuff it's all love and respect on my end. But Lil Baby made a big mistake while the feds were investigating him. He panicked and ended his record label. With it reported, Dave reveals, he ended his record label to avoid it being labeled as a street team. Fought pockets full had to come to an end. You know what I'm saying, ma'am, when you say of course. I mean, why you say of course? Because odd, I had to start learning that like other people, actions, I could be held accountable for right. I ain't know all of it at first. You know what I'm saying. I never have went that route, but I ain't know you know what I'm saying. Now that I know, I'd be a fool to just keep the same thing going. They trying to make something out of something that it ain't. If I got any kind of control of, hey, we going to switch the whole thing up, ain't even just about the police, or it's just period. You know what I'm saying.
Like I never would have. I never was supposed to make my label something. Now I talk about this made Lil Baby look incredibly guilty while he was being investigated, which led to the police blaming Baby for the passing of 2 people last summer. The Atlanta Police Department is calling out Lil Baby, saying his actions led to the passing of 2 individuals. The Atlanta announced 7 arrests had been made in connection to the passing of J. Cuddy Davis and Lehman Freeman.
The officer stated the incident started as a result of Lil Baby filming on music video last May where 3 people were affected. As the officer added, on this team will work relentlessly to hold Lil Baby accountable.
The investigation aspect of this Lehman Freeman was allowed to be a 5-year-old for minutes before gang ultimately took his life.
Gang that was orchestrated by adults in our city and coordinately acts of an Atlanta-based rapper that decided to go over into a rival gang stronghold and shoot a music video in a place that he knew he should not have been. And in the subsequent days, we saw, and ultimately, the deaths of 2 children as a result of his coordinately actions, and you know who you are. And I tell you that this team will work relentlessly to hold you and the persons that you are affiliated with responsible for those actions.
Caught Lil Baby was recording a music video on an ops block. One lady nearby noticed that he was there and posted his location to social media, where we over here kicking and we got a little baby shooting a video around here. You don't know how we do it. It's slapping tag a baby. There he go. There he go. Y'all see him. He came to get him. Some take us, baby. Y'all better pull up, 'cause you already know how we do it at slapping take us, baby, as this led to Baby's rivals pulling out to the scene and committing the crime. But what's crazy is the police claimed the ups never knew Baby was there until the social media post, yet they blame Lil Baby for the crime, and fans believe that Baby's career will be completely over if he gets arrested, with one fan saying if Baby does get arrested his career is just done. His music is already hanging on by a thread, as Academic said, a crazy take on his latest album. Man, you better listen. I don't know if Young Thug's still just on a vacation. Tell him you need him for a versus song. You probably need him to pop out his loud for you, because it would have made it all better. You need this, okay, please. You, the crazy thing is Lil Baby confidently be previewing these. It's like you chat. I feel like the monster hopped out of one of them New Jersey drones and grabbed Lil Baby and shook the talent out of him. I don't know why I'm hearing this far chat. Although people think Baby's being targeted for a specific reason, as we finally heard Young Thug speak on his relationship with Gunna for the first time since being released. I just like to help people. You know, one of those artists was Janet. You guys did a ton of songs together, yeah.
Very successful on your label, yeah. He was arrested about the same time as you. I think a lot of people wonder what that relationship is like now, yeah. I know everybody wondering that what's it like. I don't know.
Where he doesn't really say much, But a fan account said once you all learn the effects of Gunna snitching in his whole trial, then you will realize why Thought and Baby will never be cool with him again. As they claimed that Gunn's plea deal could have implicated Lil Baby in some way, or he had to give up on Rip to get his.